Hey, it's Dr. Sundra, your eye doctor at Parmer Eye Care, and I'm wearing this crazy flowery outfit because I just got back from a bike ride. And while I was out there, I was thinking about sunglasses because I was wearing these Gooder sunglasses that I got somehow through Runkeeper probably 5 or 6 years ago. And I remember when I got them, I tried them a couple times and I was not impressed. And so I went back to some other ones that I had at the time, but I just kind of put them away. And recently, I listened to a lot of podcasts, and I've been hearing them advertised on this one particular podcast that I listen to a lot. I like Tooth and Claw. I don't know if any of y'all listen to that, but the guy was talking about his Gooder sunglasses and how much he loved them, and blah blah blah. And I was like, I've got a pair of those in a cabinet somewhere, and I just decided today to dig them out and try wearing them on a bike ride. Well, I immediately remembered, really before I even left the house, I remembered why I didn't like them. The biggest thing is that, yes, they look cool. Here, let me just put them on for a second. Don't look at me without sunglasses because I just got back from a bike ride. Oh, I look terrible. They're kind of cool looking. They've got the mirror, which is nice. One thing about a mirror though, it scratches really easily. And even on prescription sunglasses with a mirror coat, it still scratches easily. So that's kind of hard to get past. But the other thing that really bugs me about these is that they don't have an anti-reflective coating on the back side. See, here's the front, that's the mirror. Here's the back. It's almost as reflective as the front. And when I'm wearing these things, it's just reflections everywhere. I noticed it before I even got on my bike, but I thought, that's okay, I'm gonna give them a try again because, it's been a while. So went out riding them. Sure enough, it felt like I wasn't seeing well. In the beginning, I was very conscious of the reflections off the back because I do have an anti-reflective coating on the back of my regular sunglasses. So with these, there's where the reflection is. See how it's kind of dim, kind of purple? It's not as bright as these. And I don't know if they actually put a mirror coat on the back of these. I can't get that same reflection. There it is. I don't know if they actually put a mirror coat on the back of those or if that's just how reflective that material is, but it was annoying. So in a prescription pair of sunglasses, you can get that backside AR, and that is going to reduce the reflections back into your eye from the backside of the lens. And you may not consciously be aware of it like I was today because I, live in this world, but it does make your vision worse. You just can't see as clearly, and you may not know what it is or what the reason for it is, but that's probably it. And then another thing you can get on prescription ones, these have got a gradient. I don't know if you can tell. Let me get it. Yeah, there you go. So the top part's a little bit darker than the bottom. I don't know. I kind of like that. That way, if I happen to wear them into the restaurant and I need to look at a menu, it's not quite as dark down here, so I can see that menu. But it is dark enough at the top. It's kind of like in your car when you've got the tint over in the visor area. So you can do that. These are not polarized, but you can get polarized lenses on prescription sunglasses. And you can get over-the-counter polarized lenses too, don't get me wrong. Usually though, those are going to be the higher end ones like the Oakleys and the Ray-Bans and stuff like that. But what the polarized does is it blocks reflected light. And that's because the polarization is in a particular direction. You can think of it as like window blinds. And, the light that's coming in that's polarized in one direction can get through. And if it's polarized in the other direction, it's not. But I'm talking about waves of light that are polarized. So when light strikes an object that's reflective and reflects off of it, that immediately polarizes all of the light that reflects off of that surface. So if you have polarized lenses on, and they are blocking that particular angle of polarized light, then it's going to block that glare. So whenever the light reflects off of, the bumper of the car in front of you, or the windshield of the car coming towards you, or, any of a bazillion things out in the world that it reflects off of, and it even reflects a lot off of black pavement. You'd think that black didn't reflect light, but it really does. If you put on a polarized pair of sunglasses and look at a paved road, you can tell the light, it's blocking light that's reflected off the road. So anyway, that's the great thing about polarized lenses. The other thing, and the reason that people who are out on the water a lot like it, is because when light reflects off the surface of water, it becomes polarized. And if your glasses are blocking that polarized light off the surface of the water, you can see down into the water. So fishermen really love it. And anytime you're out on boats and stuff, all of that reflected light, it gets blocked by polarized glasses. So they're really great for that too. What people don't like about them is that when you look at like cars, you'll see this, a lot of times you'll see this pattern in the, oh, my husband is mowing. All right, gonna pause for a minute. Okay, can't hear it quite as much out here. He's mowing in the front and I'm in the back now. Polarized glasses, yeah, so we talked about what's great about them. What's bad about them is that things sometimes look funky and weird, like tinted windows on cars, which, let's face it, we live in Texas, all car windows are tinted. And some of them will have this weird pattern, like this grid pattern that you can see with polarized lenses. And when you're in a car with tinted windows, sometimes you see that grid pattern like on the sky and different things out and about. And it can be irritating to some people. Some people are just like, doesn't bother them. And let's see, when you're looking at certain types of screens, and sometimes even the phone screens will do this, but I think for the most part, I can see a phone screen through polarized lenses. But like if you're at the gas pump and you look at the numbers on the gas pump, those are usually polarized to where you can't see them unless you take off your polarized sunglasses. So those are the things that people don't like about polarized lenses. Okay, so we've got backside AR, polarized lenses, gradient tint, and of course just the quality of the lens. That was the other thing that I noticed about these Gooder sunglasses. The lens quality is not great. And when I first got them out, I was cleaning them and lens came right out like that. And this is a very thin lens, thinner than what a prescription sunglass lens would be. You can see how it can bend easily there. So that's the other thing, just quality of the lens that you're gonna get in over-the-counter versus prescription sunglasses. There's a big difference. And that is true for optics too. When you've got a poor quality lens material, you're not going to get great optics out of it. So again, that speaks to your clarity of vision. I can't get that to go back in right now. Yeah, so those are the main things. I'm sure after I stop this video, I'll be like, oh, I didn't talk about whatever, but talked about the main things that come to mind. And I was just thinking about this when I was out riding my bike. So just kind of wanted to just fire off a little video to everybody and just kind of tell you about the differences. So y'all have a very good week, and I will see you soon at Polarization.